guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hi, I'm Allie Vasquez, the owner of the Walkersville Living Facebook and YouTube pages, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, April 17th, and I am your host, Danny Gurry. Tara says, happy second Thursday. That's right. Have a great day, everybody. Yes, we want you to have a wonderful day. I'm very excited because the weather for the rest of this week looks pretty decent. Today, a little chillier than I would like, but my goodness, this weekend, you better get out and about in downtown. I hope to see you at our pop-up shop at 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. I have to say, and we'll go ahead and get everything going, but I've been at the shop for the past couple days with Mama Cone, checking in people with their eggs, turning in their eggs that they found during our countywide egg hunt. Someone texted me how many eggs have been found. I only know the ones that people have let me know that they have found, which is about half of the 300 eggs. I believe many of them have been found, and maybe people don't realize there's something inside. Maybe somebody said maybe kids have picked up the eggs and figured there's no candy because they're light, and they don't know. But hopefully, if you find a random egg around your house from one of your kids, open it. And if it's got a piece of paper giving you instructions, follow the instructions. I do have to say that most people found one egg and turned that in, and they were great about it. A few people tried to hoard some eggs and found a bunch, but only one per adult is able to be turned in. So they have to find some friends, I guess, to decide who's going to get those prizes. The $500, I believe, is still out there somewhere with someone. The 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, I have the notification. So somebody texted that that's the egg that they found. They have not yet turned it in. I'm expecting a lot of people to come in this Saturday and Sunday, obviously, because they probably work, and our claimed times were like 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., which I understand is not very conducive. Though many people are on spring break, so they were able to come in and turn in their eggs. So it's been a lot of fun, and people had such a great time that we're already working on plans for a Halloween hunt. And I think that's going to be great. And I might make it a little bit bigger, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, it's a lot of work to hide all those eggs, and I have to thank many of my friends and, of course, my husband, who helped me get this done. Pam and Sherry and Melissa and Jenny and Michelle all stepped up, took some eggs, sometimes more than they wanted to. And my sister Corey as well too. Can't forget her, and of course my husband Ash. And we headed out all throughout the county in one day. We had to get them all hidden in one day because and Drew, my friend Drew, from the radio station. Because some people did find the eggs on Sunday and texted, only 2 or 3 people. So anyway, I did tell them they'd have to wait and text back the next day. But when you're trying to do it, even when I was out hiding, you're trying to be kind of elusive and aloof while you're looking at some sort of sign at the start of some neighborhood or near a bridge or a creek or whatever it was. So anyway, with the winds this week, I'm not sure if any of the eggs are even where we hid them, even though we tried to put them in places where they were a little bit secure. So it was fun. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I got a text from a friend as well that their child wanted to participate and was disappointed because there were no eggs to be found. So she hid one in her own house, took the picture, had him find it, and then he was freaked out that I was somehow in their home. And she told me I needed to play along the next time I saw them. So that's kind of funny as well. All right. Today we're going to have our morning roundup with Chris Michaels from WFMD at some point. Goodness only knows. And then we're going to go over happening in Frederick. We're going to highlight some of the events you need to know that are happening, especially this weekend and into next week, as well as ones you're going to want to mark your calendar on. And then we're going to wrap up the show with Dino from Starvin Marvin. And if you haven't been over to Starvin Marvin on Crestwood Boulevard, you are missing out. They have their cheesesteak, their hero. That is one of my favorites, actually. The gyro, you can walk in and say gyro. But anyway, and their pizzas are amazing. Of course, you can't forget their Old Bay fries. So good. And their food is really delicious and I think affordable. So right now, if you're looking to not break the bank when you go out to eat, might be a good spot to go. Of course, you want to stop in when you're claiming your egg. Maybe pick up a couple stickers. If you have $5 you can bring in, you can get a couple chapsticks or a sticker and a chapstick. And we'd love for you to do that because all of that money will then go to A Mother's Rest. They are the beneficiary of all the Good Morning Frederick merch sales in April. And we would love to donate a good portion of money to them this month. Again, when you come in, if you buy a $25 t-shirt, $25 goes to A Mother's Rest, or a $20 Bluetooth speaker. I've got those as well. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get started on this Thursday morning. Got to thank our show sponsor, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick, open daily, noon to 9 p.m. And you can actually get Rita's when you're ready, okay? You can get it delivered right to you through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Or if you don't want to wait in line, and I'm telling you, Saturday, they're going to be packed. It's supposed to be, is it Friday, actually? What day? We're supposed to be like 80 degrees, 85 degrees or something crazy. Anyway, weather's going to be nice this weekend. It's going to be warmer. So the lines are going to be long. So circumvent the lines by downloading that free Rita's app. You can order ahead of time and just walk right up to that side window and pick up your Rita's. And you don't have to wait in that big line. It'll be all ready to go. All right, there's no reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street in Frederick. Oh, goodness. Perfect timing. Here he is. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. No, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Look, I grew hair all of a sudden. It's Bob Miller. Bob Miller, he's always upset that the chairs are broken in the studio. This is why the chairs are broken. He thinks it's a go-kart, and he slides all day long during the morning show on the chair, and that's why they're broken.
Look how fat his head is.
I love it. Look at you.
The microphone's here. You're screaming in my ear.
I know. I don't care.
There you go.
Look how fat. I can't hear it, Danny. I can't hear you, but look how fat his head is. I mean, my goodness, it's gigantic. What?
Oh, you can't hear Danny?
I can't hear her.
She's currently saying you're wrong, Bob Miller. Chris is a pleasure to look at. He's eye candy for everybody on Good Morning Frederick. That's what Danny just said.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie. Right, Danny? She's shaking her head. Yes, Danny.
Well, it is good to see Bob. It's good to see him.
Danny, if you feel like you're a hostage.
He said, blink, Danny, if you feel like you're a hostage. So Bob Miller back in studio. We don't have the equipment here so we can hear, but Bob Miller back in studio, and we're happy he is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Danny. I'm still fighting.
Goodness.
Ew, gross.
So
it's Ricola.
What's that?
Ricola.
Oh, I thought you called me Greek. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, there you go. So I come here because there was some controversy yesterday, and I know exactly why Bob Miller's here, because he came down here because he wants to defend himself. And I mentioned this on air. Yesterday we had our Easter egg hunt over here at WFMD and WFRE.
I saw this.
Okay. Now everybody says, oh, it's a whole fun thing. It's not a fun thing because it's very stiff competition between Bob and I and the Wake Up crew with our sister station, Free Country 99.9, Tom and Diana. Okay.
Yeah, so I saw this, and I need to petition for it to be a little bit later in the day, see, because you guys need to start so early. I can't get there on time. But I did see how out of breath you were by just running a few steps and bending over to pick up some eggs there, Chris.
That's not what the discussion about is, Danny. That I came on to talk about, not the fact that I was out of breath. Okay, let's focus on the discussion at hand here. Okay, Danny. Yes, I was a little bit out of breath. That's because what you didn't see is before that happened, I ran 5 miles just to get myself prepared. Bob Miller shaking his head no, and I'm going to tell you in a second. I ran 5 miles just to get prepared. So when somebody runs 5 miles, Danny, of course, they're going to be out of breath. That's how I warm up, Danny. So anyway, Bob Miller shakes his head no, and he was not there, which is the whole thing I'm going to get into. Tom and Diana were there, and they don't play fair. Okay, they are rivals, and they're a little upset because, well, let's be honest. As much as we love Free Country 99.9, me and Bob, we got the better morning show. I mean, we give you news. We give you information. They just give you music, right? So I think they're a little jealous. So, they came in there hardcore, talking a lot of trash. Bob Miller did not stay with me to Easter egg hunt. Now.
Turn my mic on.
I can't turn your mic. Oh, I can't turn your mic on. Yes. Which one are you? 2 or 3?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. There we go. It's like the show. I hear you.
Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me because I can't hear you.
Danny, can you hear Bob?
Sign language? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, she hears you.
Okay. Well, he's lying. Just FYI, he's lying. I come back to Maryland, and they have a note saying about this Easter egg hunt, but it was the first time to go see my 4.5-year-old Kaylin and my 2-year-old Ezekiel for the first time since we've been back. Or do I want to run around with these guys looking after, candy? I'm going to get enough candy on Easter, which I don't understand why we do candy on Easter. But, yeah.
I agree, though. I agree. There was no vote about the timing for that thing.
Okay.
No vote.
So may I have now add my part to that, please? I told Bob, I was like, I completely agree. You know, Bob's grandkids are adorable. I would definitely rather hang out with them than me too. But Danny, that being said, the thing was like 10 minutes. Okay. So if he would have stood, a little bit longer, an hour or hour and a half maybe, and just done 10 minutes with me, then he could have left to see his adorable grandkids. And they're adorable. Now, that
I am a contract worker.
well,
if I was full time, I would have stayed. Contract worker, I got to get paid.
You're getting paid in candy. So there you go. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But let me tell you what I done though, Danny. Out of the goodness of my heart. Okay. And I know you got more important things to get to, but I just want to get my story out there.
This is very important. This is important.
Out of the goodness of my heart, even though he wasn't there, Danny. Well, I'm gonna let Bob tell you what I did for him. Go ahead, Bob, in your own words. Nicely, please.
He does nothing for me.
I want to.
Let me.
I would have never one thing I don't understand, because I wasn't there. First of all, I saw Diana. She had not only 2 buckets full, she was stuffing things down her shirt for other people. So she was hustling. I don't know what Tom was doing, but what is in the eggs?
Tom was picking up dog poo, apparently. That's the only thing he got was dog poo. I don't know. You can't tell the difference between dog poo and eggs, Tom Whalen?
Right.
Come on now.
And as a matter of fact, just real quick, and then I'm going to let Chris take over. And that is, I was the very first person to buy tickets to the Chris, Michaels, and Danny movies. And then, so yeah, I don't want to hear anything about that. I support that man right there.
That's right.
Danny, let me tell you what
Yes.
Let me tell you what I did for him. Okay. So not only did I go out there and put my life on the line, outnumbered by the 2 of them. Okay, even though Tom Whalen weighs 100 pounds soaking wet, that doesn't matter. Diana's tough. Okay, I went out there. I presented Bob this morning with 2 gifts that I saved for him in my eggs. I presented him, which there's another story I have to tell you about here. This baby Jesus.
Okay. Oh, you found the baby Jesus?
There's multiple baby Jesuses, okay? But hold on, I got a story about that, Danny. Very important, okay?
Okay.
And then, more importantly, I got a Maryland keychain, which I said, since he's back here, I'm going to give you the Maryland keychain. So I presented him with those 2 gifts this morning, and I thought that was pretty, as they say, big of me, right?
Okay. So what did you say for me? What was in all the eggs?
Tons of different things. There's candy, Maryland scratch off lottery tickets.
How come you didn't win one of those and give me?
What's that?
A scratch off.
I got a bunch of them.
I could be a millionaire. I don't even know it.
I'm more of a dollaraire because I won $1. So there you go. I'll split that with you. 50 cents for me, 50 cents for you. It's probably more than I get weekly in my salary. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so I got to tell you something real quick before we get to news. There's not a whole lot of it, which is why I'm dragging this on with stories. But, well, okay. So I made a mistake, okay? When I first got the baby Jesus, I went into the sales office, and I was talking with Cindy, who set all this up, and I opened the baby Jesus, and I took a bite into it, and tried to bite it, but it turns out it's not a gummy. It's one of those things you put on top of a pen. Now, everybody was laughing at me, Danny, because I almost bit the head off of baby Jesus. But I'm going to put this up to the camera, Danny. Okay, does this not look like a gummy?
The fact of the matter that your first inclination with a baby Jesus, no matter how soft and squishy, was to eat it is really frightening.
No, but it does not. It looks like candy. If you see candy, Danny, what do? You eat it. So I'm sitting there, and the sales staff is staring at me.
I would if it was shaped like Jesus. I don't think.
I'm sitting there trying to. Oh my God. We're talking about baby Jesus. Get your minds out of the gutter here.
You're the one who did it, not me. I was like, whoo. Oh my, you're gonna need to go. You need to talk to the baby Jesus today.
Yeah, all right. Let me. This segment went really a different way here. But anyway, this baby Jesus, okay, it looks like candy. So I try to bite into it. They start laughing. They say it's not candy. It looks like candy. I don't care what anybody says.
I
And then,
hear what you're saying, but
thank you.
I still, that would not ever be my inclination, even if it were candy.
So anyway, real quickly, so one of our salespeople says, "Well, it's not candy. What am I going to do with it?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said I can't throw away the baby Jesus, right? So one of our salespeople says, "Well, I mean, you don't want to throw it away. How about if you just, put it in the fireplace?" I says, "You want me to burn baby Jesus in a fireplace? I mean, come on now." And then to make things worse, this baby Jesus came in an egg. There was something next to the baby Jesus in the egg, and you can't make this stuff up. You know what it was? One of those
What?
naked treasure trolls with the long hair, the nudie treasure trolls. That was next to the baby Jesus. So there you go.
Sounds like everybody in our building.
This makes me question almost everything.
So anyway, I'm sorry for those who are very religious. We're not making fun. We're just telling the truth of the story of what happened. So there you go.
Yes, it's okay.
Hey, look, I mean, just in case people were wondering. So anyway,
Little baby Jesus on your side. There you go.
that's my conscience right there. So take a look at the video at our WFMD Facebook page if you want to see the video of our. Are you giving me
Of you
massage,
getting
or
your
what are you
butt kicked from Diana and Tom.
Chris?
So anyway, as the baby Jesus, he doesn't want to stay on top of me apparently. As Bob tries to put the baby Jesus on me, I guess we'll get to news now. What do you say, Danny?
Yeah, how about it?
We'll switch off here. All right. So if you usually travel Interstate 270 during the early morning hours, here's a heads up. The Maryland State Highway Administration says a contractor on behalf of Quantum Corporation will be installing and performing maintenance on fiber optic cables located underground along I-270. And for more information on that, the who, why, what, where, when, just head to our website at WFMD.com, and it's posted on there. And here's something we were talking about this morning. Frederick County's executive and county council members are getting pay raises, Danny, but not as much as recommended by the Compensation Review Commission. On Tuesday,
unbelievable. This is
isn't
really infuriating.
Isn't it though? We were having this discussion on the morning, in the Morning News Express. The way times are right now, people are struggling. People like me who love Frederick County had to actually move out of Frederick County because I can't afford it anymore into another county.
My thing is no pay raises should be able to be passed without a referendum or a proposition on the ballot, period, full stop. You
Correct.
cannot wouldn't we all love to just vote ourselves a pay raise? It's just insane that they do this and can look people with a straight face. It's infuriating. It's infuriating. People are losing their jobs right now. The economy is tight. People are pinching their pennies, and yet you have these guys voting themselves a pay raise. I don't like it on the federal level. I don't think they should do it. I think these referendums need to be put on the ballot and let the people decide. If you're doing a good job for your constituents, then maybe they'll give you a pay raise. But quite honestly, they have pretty easygoing jobs and they're getting paid pretty good money to do what they're doing. I just think it's insane. That's infuriating.
It's part-time, and a lot of them are getting, I don't know the exact figure, but it's over $30,000 a year for part-time work.
$37,000 to $42,000.
Okay. There you go. So that's not too shabby.
The county executive, again, I get it. She works hard. She does her thing, but good gracious, close to $150,000 a year or more. That's just, I'm sorry. I don't think we've got to figure this out. I feel like people who represent a set of constituents should only make what the average constituent makes, because then you're going to understand when your constituents say, we can't afford to go to the grocery store and pay our mortgage and send our kids to summer camp. Yeah, part-time job, 40 grand. Like, that's crazy. That's what some people are making in their full-time jobs. It's nuts.
And just to put and listen, you know, what you're saying, me and Bob, that's basically what we said in the morning show today. Just to put in perspective here, you know, the county, you know, Congress, you know, federally in Congress, they start out at about what 170, something like that. I'm not have the exact numbers,
Yeah.
but the county executive who runs the county of Frederick is almost up there with Congress. I mean, it's pretty mind. And again, love the county executive. Get it, tough work, but I mean, listen, now is not the time to be giving ourselves raises when, like you said, so many of your constituents are struggling. Again, getting to me, you know, I always put my business out there on the air because that's what radio folks do. I had to move out of Frederick County, and I love Frederick County. My heart and soul's in Frederick County, but I had to move out of Frederick County because it's just too expensive for me to buy a house right now. So, you know, I think most people do agree with what you're saying, Danny. And of course, listen, we want to hear your opinion. Text, you know.
I mean, I'd love to hear the other side. I'd love to hear the other side to justify this. But when you have a majority in any government and you can just vote yourself in a pay raise without any checks and balances, there's zero report carding. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that is just not cool at all. And I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. So also taking a look at weather today, you know, now, Danny, come on now. I'm looking behind you over there. You gotta open those blinds. It's sunny out there. Let the sunshine in, because you know what? It's beautiful.
My side window has the sunshine. I see it.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Well, what happened was I was told that earlier on this morning when the sun first came up, it was dark and gloomy. And then Danny went outside and smiled. All of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom. Look how sunny it is out there. See, can Bob Miller give you that? No, we can't.
You're trying to sweet talk me because you didn't save me anything from those eggs. That's all.
Currently 47 out there. Sunny skies today. Looking at a high of 65. It's going to be a beautiful day. Low 41 tonight with a few passing clouds. No rain in sight. And then tomorrow, Danny, 81, partly cloudy skies. Saturday, it's going to be cloudy now, but don't let the clouds fool you. There's only a 4% chance of rain, 87. Sunday, looking at 72. So there you go.
Perfect.
See, good news.
Oh, great weekend. Can't wait. Hope everybody heads downtown and comes up to 401 North Market Street and hangs out with us. We're going to be up there.
Danny, I got to go. Bob Miller stole my baby. Get over here with my baby Jesus. I got to go, Danny. I got to go.
Bye. Gosh. Oh, God. The way that conversation just went. I can't wait to see what gets cut up on my shorts after this. All right. We got to take a break. Then we're going to be back with your events and Dino from Starvin Marvin. We're going to talk with him as well. All of that comes up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
Yes, the real estate goddess helping mom buy a house for my little brother and sister here in Frederick. So appreciative of her knowledge and expertise for sure. All right, let's talk about what is happening in Frederick. Oh, yes. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza, just off Route 40 in Frederick, and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. They all offer amazing, authentic Mexican food at affordable prices. And when you dine inside Taco Bar, you're able to put on the toppings that you like at their taco bar, hence the name. And at Taquito, you can get all the great stuff at a walk-up window or at a drive-through. I'll tell you, the next couple days, perfect days to walk up to that window, sit down on those picnic tables, and have some delicious food. TacoBar1.com or TaquitoByTacoBar.com for more details. All right. We were talking a little bit about half the eggs are, I guess, still out there, or maybe they're in someone's possession, but they haven't texted to let me know that they have them and they haven't turned them in yet. So they have everybody's got until April, I think 27th is the absolute drop dead day, Sunday, April 27th, to turn them in to get the prizes. After that, everything is forfeited. So if you find a random egg around your home or in your car, open it up. Make sure it's not one of ours. You'll know right away if it is. I want to thank the Maryland Lottery for their sponsorship, and I can't wait to see who won the 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. That has been texted, so I know somebody's got that number, but they haven't come in yet. And the $500 hasn't texted in yet, so I'm not sure. That one's going to be a total surprise. WLR Automotive, Auto Spa, we've been giving away a lot of free car washes, which is great. 7th Street Cafe, Elite Feet Dance Studio, Intense Barbecue, McClintock Distilling, Prospect Pantry, Red Horse Steakhouse, Sandbox Brewhouse, Starvin Marvin, the Salty Seahorse, which is a vacation rental in Corolla, North Carolina. And we're going to be highlighting their property very soon. Of course, we've got 10th Ward, we've got Terrapin Travel, Texas Roadhouse, the Healing Storm, and Tree Trekkers all provided prizes along with Good Morning Frederick. Tons of t-shirts and other Good Morning Frederick merch has been walking out the door as prizes for some of these eggs as well. Okay, Friday, that is tomorrow at Hood College. Now, if you buy your All-Star ticket for Saturday's game, you can come to the Friday event for free. So go to goflyingcows.com, get your tickets for the All-Star game, which is the Flying Cows against some TBL All-Stars. And that is at 7 p.m. on Friday is the three-point contest, the dunk contest, and more. And Saturday at 7 p.m. at Hood College is the game. All right, on the 19th, which is Saturday, you can head over to Wise in Thurmont. Wise in Thurmont. They're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. But I really want you to head over to the home of everything Frederick. We've got a pop-up vendor event with Twisted Ivy jewelry. That stuff is so amazing. Really, really well done stuff. And then we have Pampered Chef. If you've been looking for Pampered Chef, they have those dips and those different kitchen utensils and all kinds of great stuff. They are both going to be at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, from 11 to 4 at the very least. Actually, I know Twisted Ivy. She's going to probably be set up at like 8 a.m. on Saturday out front. All right, on the 20th, happy Easter to those that celebrate. I will be at the home of everything Frederick from 11 to 4, again with Pampered Chef. We've got some person who makes some really cool wood bowls. There's some sweet treats. Hopefully you find some time, maybe after church or if you go or during your day, to stop by downtown Frederick. It is a great place to hang out, shop, get some food, just enjoy our great downtown area. SHIP's annual lip sync battle is coming up on the 24th. That is next Thursday. And I'd love for you to come. Get your tickets now, shipfrederick.com. And we would love to see you there. It includes all your food from Boxcar Burgers, and they're doing a buffet of like sliders and all kinds of stuff, and your drinks from Attaboy Barrel House. On the 26th, which is next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the next one, there is a yard sale at TJ High School. That is from 7:30. That raises money for Safe and Sane. It's also the Bring a Broom Day to clean up downtown Frederick. And Fiberfest is a free event going on at the fairgrounds. On the 27th, it is the Stomp Out Heroin 5K at Baker Park. And then Pulling for Veterans has their flea market at the AmVets Farm from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The $30 gets you a space, and all of that money benefits Pulling for Veterans. And from 1 to 3, if you want to take the family out to something fun, head to the Montgomery County Fairgrounds for the Lucky E Rodeo happening. That is on April 27th. And then we got coming up in May, we've got that immersive art pop-up at Give Rise Studios. It's called Spring Bloom, and it's photography and all sorts of artwork, as well as even, I know they had some sweet treats last year, and I believe they do again this year. We got to talk with Chrissy, who is helping to put that together. That is May 2nd. May 7th, there is a very cool exclusive screening called PTSD 911. That is at Common Grounds Stables in Mount Airy. And that is the Conrad Weaver documentary that I think is going to be great. And then May 8th, Alive at 5 kicks off at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater in downtown Frederick. I can't believe it. That is surely the sign that the nice weather and summer is just around the corner. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're going to be back with Dino from Starvin Marvin. But if you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you got to do is email it to me at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or you can send it to me via text or through social media. Just make sure you're actually sending it and not just tagging me. I miss my tags. I can't even tell you how many. So I would love to help you out if you want, but I have to be able to see it. All right. All of that with Dino coming up just after this.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Ah, yes, shower doors are great. All right, and A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, but they can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Now is the time. This weekend, you're going to be looking around saying, oh my gosh, I really want a new patio or deck, or hey, look at that siding that's come up a little bit. We need to replace it. Or if you see some roofing tiles that have pulled up, now's the time to get that done. Give Sandra a call, 301-703-2157, or you can send her an email, info@ansconstruction.net. There it is. Screenshot it and just tell Sandra that Danny sent you so you can save $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Okay, let's talk about who is making our market so tasty. Well, actually, two people that make our market tasty. The first one, sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to ensure the food is as fresh as it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com, and when you enjoy their food, I can tell you, you will satisfy your meat tooth. And to satisfy your pizza and wings and fries cravings, how about heading over to Starvin Marvin? I sat down with Dino, one of the owners, and had a chat. Here he is.
I am on Crestwood Boulevard. This is Starvin Marvin Pizzeria and Grill, and this is Dino, one of the brothers that runs this fine establishment, home to one of my favorite all-time, the best gyro that I think exists.
You're making me blush.
Not possible. I know that is not true. All right. So first of all, beautiful display we have here, but let's start with how it started. Now, your parents were in the restaurant industry.
Yes. So back in 1987, my father bought the Starvin Marvin that's in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Okay.
So.
And it was already a Starvin Marvin?
Already a Starvin Marvin. They
Okay.
opened in 2000.
Was it a, it wasn't a chain or anything, was it?
No, it wasn't a chain.
Just okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a chain. The previous owners had different spots.
Gotcha.
They had one in Alexandria, Virginia. They had Gaithersburg.
Okay.
Those guys split off, and then they sold off independently. So we started in Gaithersburg.
Yeah.
Right. I was 15 years old.
I was wondering.
Right.
Okay.
I'm 53 now.
Yeah.
Do I look it?
And some days you do.
Depends on
As we all do.
Depends on how hard I work.
Right.
So, and my two older brothers, they were in their 20s. So, dad
I like
said,
how you make sure you say that they're your older brothers.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not gonna miss on that. So yeah, Dad bought the store, and we all grew up working there. We all lived in Gaithersburg. I went to Quince Orchard High School. It was the first graduating class, 1990, and they went to Seneca Valley, and so we grew up there. And time passed, and we all kind of migrated up here to Frederick.
Okay.
Early 2000s.
All right.
And we just love Frederick.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say about Frederick?
I know. It's an amazing place.
What
I'm
can
telling
say?
you.
It's just, it always feels like home. The people are so friendly.
Yeah.
So we try to pass that on to our customers here.
Yeah.
The friendliness, and we try our best.
Yeah, I think you do a great job. So this store opened when?
2009.
So 2009. You've been here.
2009.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You've been.
Yeah, 2025.
Almost. Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Close
Pretty
to
good throughout the years.
20 years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know. So it is still a family affair.
It is.
Your brothers
It
are still
is.
part
My
of
brothers, our wives.
Your wives.
Our
kids have been in and out.
children have worked here. They've grown up working here.
Yeah.
It's just been an amazing journey.
Yeah.
It's been a family affair. And that's it's things that the family value is what our parents have instilled in us. And you can see the picture up there.
Yeah.
Our parents who have passed now, but they're watching over us.
They are. They are watching over you. And I do think there is a feeling with a family-owned, family-run establishment that you don't get from other places. Now, the other thing you guys implement is your heritage, being Greek, and the baklava, and this is
that's the zorba.
A zorba, right? This is your gyro pizza, right?
Right. Well, we have a Greek pizza and a zorba pizza.
Okay.
So the zorba has tzatziki on it.
Right.
And the tzatziki is amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I own the joint, but it's homemade. We make it every day. My brother's father-in-law's Recipe.
Okay.
He was a restaurant guy for many, many years.
Okay.
And you've had it before,
Yes.
and you know how good it is. And
I do.
Everybody talks about it.
Yeah. For a non-condiment person to like be able to want to eat this by the tubful, that's a lot. That's saying a lot. Okay, so this is the only location you guys, do you still have Gaithersburg?
It's still there.
But right.
We sold that in 2011
right.
to
So you
employees who want to get into the business.
That's awesome. Given the next people their due run. So you're focused 100% on here. And a few years ago, you guys launched your sauce, a Mambo sauce. So
Mambo sauce.
that is it like 5 years ago now?
Maybe a little. Well, since we went to market, we're in grocery stores, so we went to market in 2022.
Okay.
But we started making it and selling it here in the restaurant for probably 5-6 years.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this was you guys were utilizing this like with your wings and all of that, and then people started asking for it.
Yeah. So the background on that is in Gaithersburg, Mambo sauce is, if those of you don't know, that it's like a cultural type sauce that originated in Washington, D.C. Some say Chicago, but I don't believe it. It started out in carryouts, back in the 60s, and it just grew, and people started making it at home, and so people were asking us for Mambo sauce for many years in Gaithersburg, and we never really kind of got into it. Never came to fruition. But when it came to Frederick, we had some employees that followed us from Gaithersburg, and they said, "Okay, you know what? Let's do it." So we sat down. We came up with a recipe. Thanks to them, I will always be grateful to them. And those two people, they know who they are.
Yeah.
So the Mambo sauce. So it's a wing sauce, and then we, after success, it's on our menu. We make Mambo fries, Mambo pizza, Mambo cheesesteaks, Mambo wings. So the entrepreneur that I am, that I think I am, I don't know. I said, you know what? Let's take this to market.
Yeah.
So I found a co-packer in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And we got into Giant. We got into Food Lion.
That's amazing.
We're working on Harris Teeter, Weiss. And
that's
the rest
a
is history.
whole other undertaking for sure.
Yeah. So that's kind of our second business.
Yeah.
The Old Bay here, I'm featuring the Old Bay here is that we put Old Bay on our fries and on our wings.
Ah, so good.
And I put this here just so you know that we do actually use
the actual Old
Bay.
You don't
not
use
some seafood seasoning, right? That people like to call it Old Bay.
I can't stand when I see that on a menu because I know it means it's not real.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's expensive when you use the real Old Bay, but there's no taste like it.
There really is.
A Marylander can taste it a mile away.
Yeah.
What do you hope for Starvin Marvin? I mean, obviously you're not going to be here forever. Do you hope that this lives on, or will you be fine with when you're done? You're done.
No. We want this to carry on. We want when we're done here, we want another family to come in.
Right. Yeah.
And grow.
Yeah.
Take care of their family and in the community, and we would think that Starvin Marvin has been, helpful.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm telling you, are so supportive, not only of the community, but greater Frederick. I know in my experience in working with you for the past 6 or 7 years, anytime I call and I say, hey, I need this, you are right there. You never say no. And you're very, very supportive. And I know that, and I hope that the community gives back to you because of that, because you guys step up all the time. And
they do.
That.
And they do. And we do work with the local schools.
Mm-hmm.
We're concession stands at Tuscarora High School and Ballinger Creek Elementary, or Ballinger Creek Middle, excuse me.
Yeah.
We offer discounts to schools, to churches.
Yeah.
We try to donate when we can.
Yeah. So you guys do delivery. You can order online and pick up for carry out. You can eat here at the restaurant as well.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number one item, would you say? Your most popular?
The cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak. Yeah, it's pretty good cheesesteak.
It's good cheesesteaks.
It is a good cheesesteak.
Our gyros.
Yeah.
I almost said gyro.
I know.
You know, everybody, lots of people call it gyro, but it's gyro. So anyway, gyro is a great seller.
Yeah.
Greek-inspired dishes. This is the Greek salad with gyro meat on it.
Yeah, that's
as
delicious.
far as pizza, the Zorba's popular. We call it the Marvin's Mess Supreme, which is just a supreme pizza. It has meats and vegetables on that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So, we have great wings too. We use our sauce on the wings.
Yes, you do have great wings.
Yeah.
And the fries are really good, especially when they're hot and just out.
And Old Bay, right?
And Old Bay, with the Old Bay. All right, so your two brothers, do you guys take shifts when you work here?
Yeah.
You each have a different day? Yeah. Do you guys still argue like siblings do, like I would with my siblings?
We do argue.
I do love watching your TikToks.
Right, I know. Yeah, our
TikToks are fun.
But
you guys,
the thing about our family unit is that yes, we argue, but in 5 minutes, that's done with.
It's done.
And we just keep going.
Yeah.
And I thank our parents for that.
That's healthy to me.
It's the family value that we have. So
my family is Italian on my mom's side. It's very similar. You yell and scream at each other, and then 2 minutes later, you're hugging on the way out the door. It's great.
Right.
You guys are fans of the Commander. Are you a Caps fan too?
I'm a Caps fan.
Yeah,
I saw that Ovechkin thing the other night. That was amazing. I loved it when he slid on the ice afterwards.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was fun. Diehard Commanders fan.
I know, it's hard to say that, isn't it?
It's hard to say it, and I'm not going to say it.
I know.
Okay, but we love that team.
Yeah,
we grew up with that team. And,
same.
As far as baseball, Nationals, but I grew up Orioles fan.
Same.
Same.
It's hard to
change.
To go across.
It is. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. So you can come in, you can buy your Mambo sauce here at the shop, or you can find it in Giants and Food Lions in the area. If you don't see it at your grocery store, ask for it, and they will make sure you get it on.
And we do have a website if you want to order online. It's www.shopmambosauce.com.
Yeah.
And I just want to touch on one thing about things that, something that we're very proud of is the employees, the young employees that we bring in from high school. We provide their first job.
Yeah.
It's like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Stepping stone. We show them how to come to work on time, how to work well with others, how to handle money.
Yeah.
And it's a great, like I said, stepping stone for what they're going to do after high school.
Yeah. So and it's also a big investment as an employer to train and to have patience with kids who may not have had any experience at all, but you are giving them things they can use the rest of their life, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's really...
Yeah, we're pretty proud of that.
That's what also being part of the community.
And all of our kids have done that.
Yeah.
So we just kind of want, we're keeping that going.
And it's starvinmarvin.com, right? For the
Starvin Marvin's Pizza.
Starvin
Marvin's
with an S.
With an S.
I'll make sure it's on screen so people can get to it too. So you can order, cater. They'll cater small or large events. And if you want great pizza, great food, come right here. It's 6942 Crestwood Boulevard, right?
That's it.
Right here in Frederick. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, love them. They're so great, great family. And again, when we love supporting local, and I can't get much more local than Starvin Marvin's Pizzeria and Grill. And I'm telling you, their food is really good. I think you'll like it. All right, that is it for our show today. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, sharing, commenting, liking. It helps to get us out to more and more people, to help people like Dino and his family at Starvin Marvin. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to wrap up the week. Of course, you can watch anytime on YouTube. And tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Let's get out there and let's be great.